just like in a promotion sense, free promotion to get the most promotion out of it, big YouTube channels are the key at the moment. It is such a beautiful day. I decided to walk to the studio, and also the car needs new gas, and you know I want to get that new studio, so trying to save a little bit here. I would actually love to spend the day outside, and I actually could because I'm my own boss, but if I might move to the new studio, I would probably need 2-3 months to set everything up. So I need to work now as much as I can just to make up for that moving the studio. Yesterday it was all about why you should promote, that without promotion nothing will happen, no one will discover your song just by themselves. It just doesn't happen. You have to invest a little bit of money to get it out there on Spotify, on SoundCloud and some other platforms, and also invest a little to make sure people actually notice you. And I know I already made a couple of videos for each and every single platform, a very detailed video how to promote. It usually involves a lot of work and also spending some money, but every time I do one of these videos, people ask me how actually to do it for free. So that's what today's video will be all about, how to promote your music on all of the platforms and spend as little as possible, maybe even none at all. First up is releasing your music, and officially, legally speaking, a release is once you make it public. So even posting a snippet of your song on Facebook is releasing it. Then there's of course releasing it on SoundCloud, which is for free in the basic version, and then there are all of the bigger digital stores and streaming platforms, Apple Music, Spotify. To get on those, you have to pay. There is no way to get your song in there without paying. There are a lot of ways. There are like distributors, small distributors, big distributors, or you release with a label and the label then uses a distributor to get the music out there. There's also the sub label that I have, sineUP. We can release your music for a small fee, also get some promotion. For these kind of things you have to pay, but it's actually worth it because even if your song makes just a little bit, it will usually get you back what you invested initially to get it out there. This way you will also save your Spotify profile, your Apple Music profile, Deezer profile, so your artist name is there. Usually the person that releases first with the artist name gets to keep the profile. The second person that tries to make it has either to open up another one, which is a little bit more complicated. At first they will be just merged, or you have to pick another artist name. So it's probably best to get at least one of your songs out there to save those profiles. Same also for your social media. If you're starting out and you feel like your music isn't ready to post it on Facebook or SoundCloud, still go there and try at least to save the URL with your artist name. So let's start really quick with the free promotion ways. The first one is definitely SoundCloud. I don't like using it that much anymore. It's not what it used to be. It got a lot harder and it's way more restricted since they opened up the SoundCloud Go thing where you have to pay to listen to it without ads, kind of trying to do some streaming service, and it's just not really working out. But for beginners, it's still definitely the best platform. You can just take your song, upload it, it's for free, it's public, people can listen to it, you can share it, you can get reposts, and that's really the key for SoundCloud. If you want to promote your music there, get other people involved, get them to repost your song, trade with them reposts. And yes, the beginning is really hard because there's nothing you can trade, but just try to seek out, find people that like your music enough to share it. And if that still doesn't work out, just go back to the studio and improve your music, because no matter what I will tell you in this video, the key and like the first step is that you actually have music that is good enough to start all of this promotion process. Then there's YouTube. YouTube is for free. You can upload it to your channel, try to grow it, but it's actually easier to get in touch with a big YouTube music channel. Again, here, if you're starting out, get in touch with the small ones that are sub 10,000 subscribers, and then slowly but steady work your way up to really, really big channels. And it's the best free promotion actually, because on SoundCloud, people just listen to the music and they don't check out the profiles that much. On Spotify, not at all. The artist is really hidden. Most people just listen to the playlist and do not check out other tracks by the artist. But on YouTube, your artist name is there, and there's like a video where your artist name or a nice cover is on, and the links are directly in the description. So I think, just like in a promotion sense, free promotion to get the most promotion out of it, big YouTube channels are the key at the moment. And if you're now wondering how to get onto these channels, just write them an email. If they're small, like below even 50,000, they listen to every single track. And then try to find maybe 2 or 3 of those just to get your song promoted, and hopefully just work your way up. Then there are, of course, the streaming services. Doing there something without paying is quite hard. I mean, you need to have really good contacts, be in the business, be involved already for a couple of years to get to know the people that own the bigger Spotify playlist. You can try and contact them, but usually every playlist above 10,000, 20,000 is getting contacted like non-stop. It's the hardest, but it also has the highest reward because you're actually getting paid there. And also the people owning the playlist know that, so you have to pay them, because getting placed in their playlist will pay you directly. So they at least take the amount you would actually get from the place. There is another way, and I think it's by far the best way for beginners and the best way to do it for free. But I first need to record a couple of guitar bits, build a beat around it. I have like a melody stuck in my head, and I definitely don't want to lose it. All done with work. I've actually never made a song this fast. It's like almost entirely done. Maybe some tweaks here and there. Next instrumental, just need to find a singer and songwriter. But anyways, let's get back to the promotion thing. I think the most valuable for free promotional tool is, of course, your social media. I mean, there's Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, and a couple of others, Twitter, of course, and I would also consider YouTube now with some new features and functions as a social media. If you use it wisely, especially at the beginning, it's a very powerful tool. I mean, everyone has an account somewhere, and if you just use it and ask your family and friends to repost your first song, you can get a little bit of traction. So instead of just posting it on SoundCloud, your first song, and getting no plays, you can at least ensure to get like 100 plays. And then your family and friends sharing it makes sure that other people see it that don't know you, and maybe one of them likes your songs, will follow you. The next time you post the next song, this will just grow and grow and grow. You just have to do it constantly and trying to make it as good as possible. And I think over the course of like half a year or a year, you get to a point where it actually makes fun, where you have enough people that follow you, that you see that something is happening, and that also people are commenting if you ask a question. And there's actually one more option that is even better than the rest, and that is actually trying to release your music on a label. Yes, some labels do not pay. Yes, some labels are bad, but if you find a label that is good and trustworthy, they can push you and help you a lot, because they already come with the social media package, the connections, and they also have the money and will invest that into your music career and help you to just grow and also get more plays onto your songs. So just as a quick example, I have one guy signed to my label, Brandon Wolf. You probably all know him and his music. It's really good. I would even say his music is way better than how big he actually is as an artist, which is perfect to start your music career. His first song, which is the oldest, like half a year old, has, his oldest song, Never Leave, has 6,700 plays, which is really good for young artists just starting out and the very first release within like half a year. Then Young, the second release, has almost as many plays in like half of the time, 6,000, almost 200. And Breathe, the very newest release that is just out for a month, has 9,000. Just for your information, editing it right now, I pulled a screenshot of Spotify. I'm not blind. I know it says now 17,000, but that's by how much the track grew overnight. I got in contact with someone. I can't tell you a lot about it right now, but I now can push songs even stronger on the Accents label. So if you're interested to send out a demo, link is in the description. And now just let's continue with the regular vlog. So more than the older ones that are longer on the platform, and that's exactly the growth you can expect if you're just starting out. And I mean, it's good. You see it's growing exponentially. If he continues now with the next release, it might go up to 20,000, and maybe in a year like 100,000 will be the norm and standard for his songs. So it's really all about building up a fan base. And yeah, I almost forgot, like Spotify actually also kind of a social media. I mean, you can't post and share anything, but people can follow you, and whenever you have a new release, they will get it pushed into their playlist, and they will also get a small notification. So getting other people to follow you on Spotify, don't underestimate it, especially if you do like serious releases on Spotify, Apple Music, and all these kind of stores. So that's pretty much it. I unfortunately still don't have any news from the studio. I'm waiting, I'm updating my emails every second. I will tomorrow call them and see if there are any news. I don't know. So yeah, good luck with your promotion. If you have any questions, leave them down below in the comments, or just follow me on Instagram. If you ask me there is something, I usually respond. That's where I'm most active, because it's just here on my phone. Whenever I have the time, I try to answer. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We will see us tomorrow again. Sign out.